Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joop from Income Tech Design, and today we have a brand new video on WordPress, Elementor and Crocoblock. Today we're going to further build out the website for the car rental with Jet Elements. So we're going to make custom post types and make the car rental video part 2. Last time I made a video based on a blog post that Crocoblock made. They had a template, which is the template we're looking at, and I basically show you how to install it and how to use the template. But a lot of you guys asked me to make it from scratch, so that's exactly what we're going to do today. I'm not going to focus on the styling of the website or building the website. I'm mostly going to focus on how you can add dynamic content to your website without anything installed or whatsoever. So you should have a website or some sort of layout where you can easily just import your dynamic data, and I'm going to show you exactly how you should be doing this. Small note, I have my laptop on the left side and my screen at the right side, so I'm looking towards the camera there and I'm looking towards my screen there where I'm working on. So with that out of the way, let's get straight into it. The website that I've prepared for this video is this one. It's the Porsche Panorama car rental website, which I just made really quickly. It just has a top image, some blocks here, and here is the recommended car section. This is where the listing is gonna go for the cars. So here are going to be the basic listings of the vehicles, and when you scroll down, what we offer: client testimonials, trusted by partners, and then you have your footer. That's the site that I'm going to be working in, and obviously we're going to replace this with cars. Now, one thing I should mention is we're only going to make the post types in this video and the listing of the post types in this video. In the next videos, we're going to be looking at booking the cars, reserving the cars, and also working with smart filters to actually filter and search specific cars. But for right now, because it's quite some things to cover, quite some aspects to look over, we're going to focus on post types. So what exactly are post types? You already know posts in WordPress, you know blog posts to create, but you can also make custom post types. And for this, we are going to need Jet Engines or Crocoblock's Jet Engine, which allows you to make dynamic posts on any subject that you want. And for this, we want to have specific cars, so a post would be a car in this example. Now you need to think of the dynamic content that you want to display on your website. You only want to make one singular car template and load every dynamic piece of data in there. So if you take a look at the RentGo website, which will be linked in the description below, you can see that, all right, for this specific car, this particular car, it has an image, it has a title, the year in which is it built, passenger count, door count, large bag, consumption, exterior, interior color, drivetrain, stuff like that. See description, it has images. You need to think of the things that you want to display dynamically in your website. We're going to take over all of these values on this particular video, but you really need to think of what you want to display on your site. I recommend just building this along with me, so you have a really good feel and understanding of how it should work. Okay, so let's see the environment that I'm going to be working in. In my dashboard, I have 4 plugins installed, sorry. Elementor, I have Elementor Pro, I have Jet Engine by Crocoblock, and I have the classic editor because the new editor really sucks. I don't know about you guys, but I can't work with it. So I use the classic editor for basically every site that I make for my clients. One small remark: you do need to have Elementor Pro and you do need to have Jet Engine. These are both paid plugins and you really need to do this. You can't do it for free. Maybe you can, but not with the ways that I'm showing you in this video. If you want to grab Elementor and Crocoblock, you can go to Fiverr and you can find gurus that actually have these plugins bought on their own license, and what they do is they install it on your web server. So if you have a new site, a new website launched, you can make a new account for them and they will install it on your site and it works fine. If you don't trust that or you don't want to do that, that's completely fine as well. You can just go to Elementor Pro, to the website, and grab it there, and grab Chat Engine as well from a Crocoblock website. Or you could use the affiliate link I have in the description. That would help me out, but yeah, it's dependent on what you want to use, obviously. Okay, with all of that out of the way, let's see what we have as a template. So let's go to the themes. I said template, but I mean theme. We have Elementor, or Hello Elementor installed. It's really lightweight and it has some really nice styling out of the box. Okay, that's everything that we have for this site. So let's get straight to work. What we want to do is we want to go to Chat Engine and we want to make our very first post type, which is going to be the car. So you go to Chat Engine, you hover over it and you click on post types. As you can see, it's right now empty, so I'm going to click on add new. Post type is going to be cars. It's automatically filling in the post type slot. Now, if you click on labels, these are all the labels you have for this particular post type. For example, what kind of label could this be? At the left, you're going to have a new section with your cars, so you can display how this label should be called. If you click on one and you have a singular name, I'm just going to use car, and you click on a new one, it's going to automatically fill in everything for you, so you just have to click through them. I'm not even reading what it says on the left, you can just click through them because everything is dynamically filled in for you. So let's just click on all of these, and now they're filled in. So if you click on update post type, you can see that cars right now is on the left hand, and you see all cars and add new car. That is what we just did. Alright, cool. Let's go to advanced settings and let's scroll down because there is a very important option here. And that's the title and the editor. Whenever I go to cars and I want to create a new one, you can see that we have the editor that you have with your ordinary post type. We don't need this, so we're going to clean this up right away. So let's go back to cars, advanced settings, scroll down and click on the little X here with the editor. Now at the same time you can see the menu icon, so that is the icon that you see on the left here. So by clicking on it you can change it. I'm just gonna change it to this folder here, the category folder. That's fine by me. So then update the post type, reload the page, and now you can see that we have cars, and whenever you create a new one we only have the title for the car and nothing else. Now these post types, or these post attributes, that's what I should call them, we're going to create them now. So let's get back to the post type and let's click on cars, and here you have the meta fields. These are the fields that actually represent your post. So let's click on them, and here we have a lot of options. So before we do this, you need to really think through of the attributes that you want to show. For me, I'm basically just going to rebuild this page with my own styling. Maybe just use their styling, I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to use these post types. So passengers, door, large bag, everything you see here, I'm going to use that as well. So let's get straight into it. First of all, we're going to need an image of the car, obviously. So let's do that. We're going to call this main image. Oh, I clicked it away. Main image, there it is. It automatically fills in the ID for us, so we don't need to worry about that. I wouldn't change this around too much, just keep it at default based on the label you gave it. Now the object type is going to be field, and the field type, well, you can see we have a hell of a lot of types that we can use. Right now we're going to use media as it's an image. Value format, let's say media ID, and description. This is the description that's going to be displayed when you're adding a new card to your WordPress dashboard. So for example, if this would be a website that I would make for a client, and the client wouldn't know how to add or what specific fields are, then you can give a description so they can easily see what it is. So I'm gonna say this is the main image of the car. Field width 100%, let's keep it at that, and let's update the post type. So now if we go to add new car, you can see main image, and it says this is the main image of the car, and we can choose media, and there we go. All right, so what else do we need? Let's go to post types, cars, and let's add a new meta field. We obviously need a title. So I'm gonna say car title. There it says car title, it's a field, and it's of type text. Description, this is the car title. I'm not going to do description for everything, I'm just going to do it for these two that we just created, and that's it. This is car title, okay. Field width 100%, character limit, let's just keep that a blank. Default value, let's keep that a blank. We do want it to be required, as every car needs to have a name. Let's update it. Let's go back to cars, let's create a new one, and there you have the main image and the car title. Cool. So now let's create the rest of these types as well without having to switch back too much. So what else do we have? We have a year of build, or a build year. I don't know what's the English word for it. The literal translation from Dutch would be build year. So I'm just gonna say build year. Why not? What does it say? Build year. I don't know if this is spelled correctly. Excuse me if I misspelled this, but I'm just gonna keep it at this. Field, I'm gonna keep it at text. I can also use a number, but text is just easier to use right now. Description, I'm not gonna do that. Character limit, no. The only thing I want to do is required, and I'm not gonna update it. I'm just gonna create a new one straight away. Build here. But then we have passengers. Fields. For this one, I do want to have a number, as it's only going to be a number, nothing else. For example, you can say 2016-2017 if it's like in between a year or something like that. For passengers, it's only going to be a number, so I'm going to keep it at that. Minimum is going to be 1. Maximum is going to be 5. The step value is going to be 1, and the step value means whenever you're adding more persons or more people to this car, that it only steps with 1 at a time. Alright, let's add a new one. Door is actually the same. Doors. There you go. Object type field. Number. Minimum value 0. Max 5. Actually should have 3 doors at all time. 3 doors, 5 doors, step value 1. Yep. Alright. Consumption. Field, text. Yeah, I'm gonna go with text. Field, text, description, blah blah blah. Is required, yes. Add new one. Exterior color is going to be blue. So let's say exterior. I'm just gonna copy paste this. Exterior color. Exterior color. It's gonna be field. Field type. Text, description not, 100%, character limit, no, default value no, is required, yes. Now there is one thing that we can do here, because we made it a text field, that means that you can literally put in every text that you want. So you tend to make mistakes. What you can do is you can make a select, and then you can make new field options. For example, you can say, if you have, let's say a BMW, you can say that we have a red one, red. We have a blue one. We have a black one. And we have a white one. And the black one is checked automatically. So now we get 4 options where you can only choose from. So you can't make any more choices than these 4. And the placeholder is going to be, please select a color. Multiple, we don't want to allow multiple colors. Description, no. Is required, yes. Let's update the post type so far and let's see what we're looking at. Add new car. Here we go. We have a main image, we have the car title, the year in which it is built. Here you see the passengers. You can add multiple, it only goes up to 5. And for doors, it starts at 3 and it ends at 5, and you can't go lower than 3, which is nice. Consumption, you're just free to fill in what you want. And here is the exterior color, black, red, blue, white. And you can select any one of these. That's amazing. Right now I'm going to fill up the rest of these post types. We're almost there. So let's go to jet engine post types. Let's pick up this one and let's see what we did last time. We have exterior color. Right, I'm gonna just really quickly do this. Interior color, field text, description, 100%. I'm gonna make this a select, and I'm gonna make 2 colors, which is black, and we're gonna have white, and the interior is automatically going to be black. All right, cool. Please select a color. Multiple, no. Description, no. Field is required, yes. All right, drivetrain. Now for drivetrain, you could also make a select because you have front wheel, a rear wheel, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, you know. You have multiple options, so you can also make a select and use the same things that we just used for color. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to keep it at text and make it required. The same goes for transmission. I'm going to use text right now just to fill it in, but you can also make a select here for the types of transmission that you have. Text, character limit, no. Is required, yes. New one. Engine capacity. Name ID, alright, let's keep it a text. Is required, yes. Everything should be required. Fuel types, also here you can make a select. So I'm gonna do that to show you how I would do this. Let's go to select and let's say a new option, gasoline. It's checked. Or we have a diesel. All right, placeholder, please select a fuel type. Multiple, no. Description, no. 100% is required, yes. All right, air conditioner, that should also be true or false. In order to achieve this, you can also just use a radio for this actually, because you only can use one option. So we are going to say true. True. Which is always checked. You always have, no, you don't always have your air conditioner. So we're gonna say another one, false. It's automatically false, but you can also select it to true. 100%, okay. And then we have a GPS, and that is for the same. GPS. Text should be radio. Radio, where are you? There, radio. True. And car should always have GPS. False, false. Right, now we have the description, which is a quite interesting one. Oh, yes. Description. We're just gonna call it description. Description. Name ID. Then the object type is going to be field, and this is not text, but this is going to be a text area because we have multiple lines of written text that we need, so we need a text area. 100% character limit, no. Default value, no. Is required, yes. New meta fields. Now we have the images. How are we going to display these? Quite easy. I'm just gonna say image gallery, image gallery, image gallery field, and we're going to make a gallery. There we go. Value format, media ID, description, no. 100%, conditional logic, no. Let's update this post type. Let's go to cars, all cars, and add a new one. Now this is what it looks like on the back end. Now the reason that everything is stacked on top of each other is because we only use 100% width on every post type. I can show you real quick what I mean. Post types, click on one, and if you click on main image, it says 100%. That's the reason why this is at 100%. If we want to change this around, I'm going to go to cars, all cars, and create a new one. You see, I want, for example, to be the main image to be 50% and the title to be 50% as well. Update the post type, and let's see what happens if I reload this. There you go, now they're next to each other. So let's do 33% on the image, the title 33% as well, and then we have the build here 33% as well. There we go. And now what you can do is you can create little columns with categories. So passengers, door, consumption. These three should be, as you can see, passengers, door. Oh, we forgot the bags. Yeah, never mind the bags, I'm not gonna add these. Passengers, doors, and consumption. Let's make these three next to each other as well. So we have passengers, 33, doors, 33, consumption, 33, update posts, reload this, now they're next to each other. And that's how it works. You can also play around with it yourself if you want. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay, so that is how you make the post types for the car rental. In the next video, I'm going to explain to you guys how you can actually add the car and how you can make your post listing. I see that I'm recording for quite some time now and I'm talking way too much. So I'm just gonna keep it at this for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next video because we're going to actually further expand on this. And yeah, hope you guys learned from this and hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching and bye bye.